Hey everybody, you are getting ready for your upcoming shoot this week for your commercials. And I wanted to give you a few pro tips before you guys head out to your auditions. Some of you are going out for your first auditions ever. So this is a big moment and I want you guys to be successful. So please watch this entire video all the way through so that because I'm going to give you tips all the way from the beginning to the end. Okay, so first things first, the location of the shoot is at Right Layered Casting, and that is directly across the street from the Kaufman Performing Arts Center in downtown Kansas City, Missouri. The exact address is 1636 Broadway Boulevard. If you're not familiar with that location, be sure to pull that up on maps, look at it, find it, and look at exactly where you're going so that you don't end up being lost or late. Audition times are very tight, and so you want to be there at least 5 to 10 minutes early and letting them know that you're there ready to come in for your audition. One thing that you can do is you can park on the street in front, right on Broadway, or there's a parking lot in the back of the building as well. That's where you go down a little bit further down Broadway, heading south to there's a stoplight, you take a right, you think you go to Washington, take another right, and there's some parking lots in the back and you'll park back there. So that's another place that you can park for your audition. What they want you to do is when you get there, you want to dial the phone number, and I think the number is 531-0331. Let them know that you're there, and then they'll tell you when to come in. They're doing this for COVID because they're having so many people come in all the time that they're trying to keep as few people as possible in the studio as possible. So be sure just to follow those instructions when you arrive. Wait in your vehicle until you get your further instructions, and then they'll have you come in. Okay, so let's talk about prepping for your audition. It's Sunday. Many of you have auditions on Monday and Tuesday. So the first thing I want to tell you all to do is right now, when you get done watching this video, go turn on the TV and start watching television commercials. One of the things that you'll notice about television commercials is that people have personalities. And one of the things that we oftentimes forget is that when we see commercials, those are all actors. Every single one of them is actor. Every single one of them had a script. There's a cameraman, a director, a script writer, a client, everything. But the actor is the person who's needing to convey that information through the camera to the customers watching. So be sure to watch them from kind of like a director's perspective. How did this get set up? Is this a voiceover? Is this an actor? Is this an animation? Is it graphics? Just start looking at commercials so that you can see how they're kind of done. Look at their personalities. Look at their voices. Look at their intonation, their articulation, their energy. Everything like these type of commercials are all about selling something. And if your energy isn't there, you're not going to get the role. So look at how the people's energy is on the commercial. And I want you to start practicing your script using that kind of energy. Okay. Now, another thing is when it comes to practicing, be sure that you're practicing your script out loud. Don't just do it in your head like that. That's not good practice. Be sure to do it out loud and do it loud. For example, here's a script right here. Let's see. Dog lady barking at people that really, banking with people that really know me and my dog. That's how I'm a Zuma. You see that energy right there? You got to practice that out loud before you go to your commercials audition. Okay, so do that out loud. Also, dress the part. Whatever part that you have, be sure to dress as closely to that part as possible. If you're just a regular credit union or a customer, then just dress like a regular person every day at work. That's just fine. Don't overthink it. Also, for women, don't put on too much makeup, no fake eyelashes, no fake contacts. They won't be used in the commercial. Don't overdo eyeshadow and mascara and things like that. Just look like an everyday person. These are everyday person commercials. So there's no need to look sexy or anything like that. Men, before you go, hopefully you're putting on moisturizer. In fact, before I did this video, I put on some moisturizer just to make my skin look a little bit more fresh. So be sure to put on some lotion on your face. A lot of guys forget to put on lotion, and that just helps them look a little bit more fresh. Take your Segura talent information as well. You might just be asked, what agency are you with? Where are they located at? And you want to have that information. Of course, Segura Talent Agency located at 1515 Genesee Street in Kansas City, Missouri. Be sure to take that information with you as well. Finally, be sure to update your Casting Network's account information. Heather Laird, the casting director on this particular job, and of course 80% of the other jobs here in Kansas City, says that everyone needs to have their Casting Networks account updated as much as possible. So please go into your account, make sure that all of your information is there and updated. And if you have any problems with that, please get in touch with me as soon as possible so I can help you get to that information quickly. Finally, another pro tip is to print your script as large as possible. I noticed that the script generally comes in a small copy like that. And what I would do, and what you do when you come into the studio, is when you come in, you're usually looking at scripts that are printed this big. So what I would do is I would take the script that you have right there, and if you can, on your computer, copy the script that you're going to be using or the entire script, and then print that as large as possible. Because when you go for your audition, it's okay to have your script in your hand, and it's a lot easier for you to find your script, find your point on the script if you get lost on a large print than just trying to do it on your phone. Don't do it on your phone. Print it. Please print it. That's a pro tip. When you audition, you can hold your script in hand, and if you get lost, you can look at it, okay? So now let's talk about the audition. You're walking in the door, they're gonna make you wait, and then they're gonna have you come in. They're gonna have you come in front of the camera. And of course, you just wanna have a lot of nice, positive energy when you go in to meet with Heather and her team, okay? Now, the first thing that Heather may ask you to do, and probably ask you to do, is she's gonna ask everyone to slate. And if you don't know what a slate is, then I would definitely tell you to enroll in our upcoming acting classes where we teach you how to do that. But simply stated, a slate is almost like a label at the beginning of your video. When the client or the casting director looks at videos and they want to remember who someone is, your name and agency is at the beginning of the video. A slate sounds like this. Hi, my name is Nicholas Segura. I'm with Segura Talent Agency. Now, when you do that slate, what's important is that you have a lot of energy and you have a lot of voice, okay? Hi, my name is Nicholas Segura. I'm with Segura Talent Agency. Smile, be confident, sound loud. Because that little bit of confidence, that energy right there conveys to the client that you want to work with them and you want them to pick you for the job. So be sure to practice your slate tonight before you go in for your audition. Practice it with your script. So slate and then go into your script. That's what they're going to ask you to do tomorrow during the audition. Another thing, like I just said, was hold your script in your hand. When you go for your audition, hold it right there. Now, when you're doing your audition, what you don't want to do is you don't want to move around. You don't want to go backwards and forwards, anything like that. Plant your legs like a tree. Okay, and root. Okay, now also have your script in hand, because if you get lost, or even if you forget the first line, because even the best actors do this, they get nervous in front of the casting director, the client, the cameraman, the mic girl, the light person. They're all there working with you. If you get nervous because of all those people watching you, then you want to have your script right there. In fact, to be able to go there, tight budget, not a problem, and you get to go right into your script. Okay. So finally, some other pro tips: personality wins. Go in with a lot of big positive energy and personality. A lot of people have a hard time getting out of their shell, not being too cool for school. But when you go in for an audition, being shy is not what you want to do. You're going to act like you're not shy at all. And that's how you get the job. So go in there with big personality, I'm going to get this job. And that's going to help you a lot more than just being really quiet, I don't know what I'm doing. That's not going to get you the job, okay? Smile all the way through your audition. So when you're going through your audition, sometimes if you mess up, don't do like that. I messed up. Don't do that. Just find your spot on your script, go back right to the camera, continue your script until the end, and then smile at the end of your reading. And then they're going to say cut, and then you can relax. But hold that smile until the very end, until they say cut. Then you can go outside, you can cry in your car if you did a bad audition. But hopefully these pro tips will help you have a good audition with Heather or any casting director. Okay, now let's talk about some stuff after the audition. Now, I don't know, they only let me know as the agent who gets hired. They only tell me who they're hiring, and they say no other information. So if I call you afterwards, you've been hired, Okay, so I'll let you know as soon as possible. I don't know when they're going to be hiring, but I know that this job is in the very near future. So you're going to be hearing from me pretty quickly. Now, finally, one of the big things that's happening is that this coming Wednesday is a really big deal. This coming Wednesday, Heather Laird, the casting director for this commercial, and like I said, about 80% of the commercials in Kansas City, is putting together a seminar for all of our Segura Talent Agency actors. This is really amazing because I called up Heather and asked her just to do a little quick video with me about like how our actors could be more successful when auditioning with her. But now she's invited all of you to her studio this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. to audition for her, as well as she's going to tell you everything she's looking for as a casting director. That's like the teacher inviting you in to tell you everything that's going to be on the notes or on the test. Okay. Now, this job pays $1,100. Her session is only $100. Most jobs pay around $1,000. So if you're really interested in getting into these future projects, these future jobs that pay $1,000, $3,000 more, you want to be in her session because this is the one time she's ever done this. She's never done this in the 20 years I've worked with her before. But this is a really big opportunity for everybody. Now, be sure to enroll in that or ask me how to enroll. There are limited seats. There are a few seats left, and I really want to get that filled up because, again, this is a really great opportunity. If you've gotten this far, please leave a comment below. Let me know that you've seen this. I'm really trying to make sure that everyone sees this video. Just let me know if you thought these comments were good or if there was something that I left out, because I want to be sure to give you all the information that you need so that you can be successful in upcoming auditions. I'll see you soon. Have a great audition and good luck.